Alright, Shalom, Shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America into society. I want to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to YAHAWASHI, double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that's sincerely doing this work, and a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. This the brother Mothers I were younger, aka Mataz, and I'm coming back on another quick video. And as you can see on the screen, let me pull that up. It says, I believe in God, I obey God. And you see how small the number is of people that obey God. Because you got a lot of people that say, I believe in God, but they won't do none of the will of YAHAWASHI. They're not even seeking the true Most High. They just believe in whatever God they want to believe in, whatever they want to worship, and they worship them how they want to worship him, instead of worshiping the Most High how he should be worshipped. You know, and that's too, you can't, it's either you gonna follow the Most High or not follow the Most High. Simple as that, you know. But a lot of these people, they don't want to follow YAHAWASHI the correct way, and we the only men that's giving you the true understanding about the MOTB, the wars that is going on in the world, giving you the history on how we got put in slavery, how you can identify that in the Bible, letting you know that we are the Israelites, letting you know history, all the history you need to know to show you that this is the truth, you know. But you people still refuse to want to hear. Y'all still want to believe in what you want to believe in, and you don't want to accept it. Y'all, especially females, they don't want to accept a man to have more than one wife. You know, they look at that as evil. You're betraying them. You're not betraying no female by dealing with another woman, man. And any of you guys believe that in y'all head, you out of your damn mind. You don't believe nothing. But see, these people, they're not going to get right with YAHAWASHI, you know. I'm going to be quick with this, too. This is not going to be a long one. This is around Romans 10. And I'm going to start at 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayers to the Most High Power of God for Israel is that they might be saved. So, you know, that's what we all hope, you know, because the elect going to get saved anyway. We understand everybody is not going to get delivered. It's not meant. It never was meant for everybody to get delivered. Only the elect to get, you know, delivered from the destruction that's about to come. So it says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High Power of God, but not according to knowledge. They may have a zeal, I believe in God, as you saw in that picture, but they're not obeying the Most High. They're not obeying YAHAWASHI. They're not following it. They're just being hearers and not a doer. And if they are so-called calling themselves they doing something, it's not the truth. And we got numerous accounts showing you that that's not the truth. You know? Showing you that's not a YAHAWASHI. Just because you clapping, sing all day in a church. What are you doing? What are you people really doing to serve YAHAWASHI? Is you keeping the law, statute, and commandments to the best of your ability? A lot of you still eat pork, shrimp, and lobster. A lot of you still following whatever you want to follow. Y'all not coming to the true understanding of YAHAWASHI and really washing your mind to the truth. You're not brainwashing yourself, because brainwashing means the cleansing of the mind. Y'all completely polluted with nothing but toxins and pollution, you know, that is attached to your brain. And what is the pollutions and attachments to your brain in the that bad wine? It's the ways of this world, and y'all follow the ways of this world, the knowledge and the doctrines of this world, instead of coming back to the truth. Verse 3, for they being ignorant of the Most High Power of God, righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High Power of God. And that's what they do. They establish their own righteousness. They follow their own way. And then you got these sellouts even doing that now. You know, these guys, they're not telling the full truth because they wanted to get that bag, and they're establishing their own righteousness. They putting their own ideas up now. They making their own ways. They doing how they think they should serve YAHAWASHI as well, because they're not telling you to serve him the right way. You know, they may tell you an Israelite, they may tell you this and that, but they're not telling you to prophesy against this devil. They saying it's okay, the devil will be fine. Man, we ain't gonna be putting them in slavery. You got some of these guys saying we're not even gonna put them in slavery. So what are they talking about, man? These people are gonna get zapped, man. That's what's gonna happen, and it's coming very soon. You know, because these people are not walking the true way of YAHAWASHI, and they gonna have to eat them words up in that day when this judgment come, man. Simple as that. Where it says, let me see, because it's one I want to get out of here. This is James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. And that's the problem. These people are not doers of YAHAWASHI's word. They do what the hell they want to do instead of being a doer of the word. No, you got to be a doer, not just a hearer, a doer. You got to follow this. You have to lead by example, and that's what y'all don't do. And y'all not preferring the people, because preferring one another means to lead. We're supposed to lead one another. We're supposed to be leading each other to salvation, not destruction. The rest of them people that say I believe in God are leading themselves into destruction. The ones that obey God are leading themselves into salvation. You know? Because it's two different things. You can believe all you want, but are you obeying? And that's the problem. A lot of people don't obey nothing, and they still want to do whatever the hell they want to do. They hard-headed. You know? They hard-headed. They stiff-necked. Verse 23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgotten what manner of man he was. And that's what a lot of you people. And y'all gonna see that in that day, in that big I told you so. Because y'all didn't want to get right, y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all didn't want to obey the real righteousness of YAHAWASHI. Y'all didn't want to believe that the so-called white people are the Edomites, according to the Bible, that they are the devil, the seed of the devil. And the devil just simply goes back to the Greek word diblios, which just means deceiver. And y'all didn't want to listen to none of that. Y'all wanted to put Satan, a spiritual Satan, as he got some type of power, when it's the YAHAWASHI that control everything good and evil, like it says in the scriptures. Proverbs 16:4, the Lord Yahweh have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Lord created everything for his perfect balance, perfect harmony. And you people don't want to listen to that. Y'all want to do what the hell you want to do and follow the Lord how you think you should follow him, because you think the Lord, you think YAHAWASHI ain't going to jack y'all up. But he will definitely jack y'all up. He definitely going to put y'all in derision, because you don't want to listen to the ways of YAHAWASHI. And it is what it is, you know. And YAHAWASHI is not about to break his neck trying to get you people to understand. Simple as that. It's not, hey, look, man, I'm only here for my elect, my chosen. That's it. Simple as that. Verse 25. But whosoever looketh into the perfect law of of liberty, because you're supposed to be looking into this, hey man, you got the opportunity, because that's what your liberty is, the opportunity to follow this, you know. But y'all don't want to follow it, man. Y'all want to do whatever the hell you want to do. So let me keep going. And continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the word, of the work. This man should be blessed in his deeds. Exactly. Because you're supposed to continue in this. And that's why I was saying about these other guys. They're not continuing in it. They're not warning the people like they should. They're not letting you know that these heathens, these other nations, are going into slavery, and that they completely off right now. Because the wicked are in authority. Like it says in Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And right now, the wicked is bearing rule right now. And the people are mourning on the earth. That's prophecy. Y'all seeing these prophecies right before y'all eyes, but you still not taking heed of it. So this is James 2:17. Even so faith, if it have not works in deeds being alone, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show you and I will show thee my faith by my works. and hey, that's what you seeing that, man. Like we showing you the faith. We showing you the faith by our works. We actually doing the work. You know, we're not just saying anything. We doing the work, man. You know? Because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You ain't just supposed to be, you know, like Paul and them, man. Hey, they was showing their faith by the works, man. By doing the work. Simple as that. You got to do the work. You can't just, you know, not do the work and think that, YAHAWASHI is going to bless you because you just believe in the Most High. You pray every day. You may get some tithes. Okay, but that's not, what's more to it than it's just that. That's not really doing the work of YAHAWASHI. It's really living by it. Living all the way up to being an Israelite. Learning what an Israelite is. Learning what your heritage, your nationality, who you are. All of that. It's more to it than this, you know, just having faith. You got to do the work. Thou believest that there is one Most High Power God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. You got these other nations and these Edomites, the devil. They believe and tremble because they know that they could do all the so-called believing they want or having faith. They're not going to get delivered. So it don't matter. These devils are not going to get delivered, man. You know, and a lot of you 2/3 have became devils as well. You know, y'all became devils. Y'all don't want to listen, you know. Hard-headed, stiff-necked. How about Shemal Shai is not dealing with that, you know? Let me keep going. I'm about to close this out. We'll get a couple more out of this. It says, but willeth thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Simple as that. Faith without works is dead. And you ask a question. Yeah. You vain? Because that's what a lot of these people, they do things in vain. They're not really doing the will of YAHAWASHI. Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he have offered Isaac, his son, upon the altar? And yes, he was ready to put Isaac to death because he had faith in YAHAWASHI. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't none of that. And he literally was about to put his son to death. That's why you got to take it serious. You know, it was a show. This woman was telling me about how they made a joke out of it. He was saying he was, no, this is serious. It's really not a joke. He really was about to put his son to death. So yeah, man, Isaac wasn't playing. This was serious. This is serious things, man. Seeth thou how faith wrought with his work, and by works was faith made perfect. And the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believeth the Most High Power God, and was imputed unto him for righteousness. And he was called the friend of the Most High Power God. Simple as that. He became his friend because he actually was about to really give up his son for real. This wasn't no joke. It wasn't no plan. He really was about to sacrifice him because he believed in YAHAWASHI, and he understand, even though that was his son, these are YAHAWASHI's children. These are his children. These are not my children for real. These are really not our children for real. You know, when we have them, these really YAHAWASHI's children. And he choose how he want to conduct things. That's why the so-called white people are the Edomites. They're the devil, and they're going into slavery in the other nations as well. The only difference is the other nations get to go home after their 1,000 years. But these Edomites will be eradicated because Yahawashi can do that. He don't have to do what y'all want. Ye see then how that by works a man is justified and not by faith only. So you have to do both. Simple as that. So you just can't say, I believe in the Most High Power God and not obey. You have to obey. It's better to obey than anything. It says, likewise also was not Rahab, the harlot, justified by works when she have received the messengers and has sent them out another way? For as the body without the spirit is dead, so is faith without works is dead also. Simple as that. And I got one more scripture. I'm going to close it out on it. Because like I said, man, you have to have both. So like I said, when I showed y'all a picture in the beginning, which it should still, well, I ain't going to, let me see. Let me pause the room. So like I showed y'all a picture right here. It says, I believe in God. You see all these people walking down and going into the city because they following the ways of this world. They're not following the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But then you got only 3 people, I obey God, walking that way. So this is the difference. You know, they put a little thing right there. You know, the description between believing in the Most High Power God and actually obeying and living every day for the Most High Power God. So everybody don't live every day for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And they can say they are, but they're not. I don't care what you believe in. If it's not the truth, you're living a lie. And you're not walking the right way. Simple as that. So let me get this one last scripture. I'm about to close this one. It's in Samuel's. Because it's better to obey rather than sacrifice. You know. We get that. This is 1 Samuel 15 and 22. And Samuel said, have the Lord Yahweh as great delights in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the as in obeying the voice of the Lord Yahweh. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fats of rams. For rebelliousness is the sin of witchcraft. Simple. Man, obeying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is better than sacrificing all of these things. What you're doing is you're doing witchcraft when you rebel against the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You're being rebellious. You know, that's witchcraft. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord Yahweh. He have also rejected thee from being king. Like he rejected Saul, because Saul didn't obey. What did Saul do? He was being a damn nigga. Simple as that. And he did what he wanted to do, and he sacrificed them animals. He didn't kill that Amalekite. Hey man, he was just doing all type of dumb stuff. You know, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua wanted him to put everything to death. Everything. And he didn't listen. He like, man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go in and sacrifice. I'm gonna do it for the people. Because he was worrying about what the people think. And that's the problem. A lot of them other camps do the same thing. They worry about what the people think. Oh, the people, how the people feel. The hell with how the people feel. It's about what's right. So I don't care, man. Hey, this is why a lot of you people are going to be destroyed. And Yahweh Ratazah, we don't. And we looking forward to getting salvation, you know, and hoping and believing and having faith and continue doing this work, because we doing the work, we obeying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So hopefully he do improve that into us as righteousness, man. You know, because hey, we looking forward to that, you know, Lord willing. And hey, man, we ain't perfect. We got to remember that too. Can't be walking around proud thinking we this and that and high and mighty. Yeah, we better than a lot of these people, but hey man, we got to still fight to remain humble too, because it says the meek should inherit the earth. Simple as that. So you got to still check yourself when you getting too high-minded. And that happens to a lot of us brothers sometimes. We get a little high-minded because we know we better than these people. But then we got to remember, we used to be them same people, walking around, following you know what, doing you know who. You know? This out here, this going off. And we make mistakes in the truth. We ain't perfect. They lie to me and say that you did everything perfect in the truth. And I'll wait. Go ahead and tell me. But I'll wait. I'll see. We'll see. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakathum, and Abba Babal.